Hari Om. Hari Om. Om Shri Ganeshaya Namaha. Om Shri Saraswati Namaha. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Shri Ramaya Namaha. Om Shri Krishnaya Namaha. Om Shri Narayana Namaha. Om Gajananam Saganadisevitam Kapitadambam Mahasarabhakshitam Umasutam Shokavinashakarisam Namami Vigneshwarapanapantane Guru Brahma Guru Vishnu Guru Deva Maheshwara Guru Sakshat Param Brahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Tasmai Shri Gurave Shantam Shashvatam Prameyam Nayakam Nirvana Shanti Padam Brahma Shambhu Manindrase Dhyanishtam Vedanta Vedyam Ramasam Jagadishwaram Gurugurum Maya Manushyam Hari Vande Aham Karunakaram Raghuvara Upasudha. I glorify the King of all kings, Lord Ram, who is a treasure of virtues, destroyer of all sins, peaceful, sinless, giver of salvation, giver of supreme peace, served by Lord Brahma, Shambhu and Lord Shiv, known by the study of religious scriptures, who takes the human form in material world, the treasure of compassion and the most brilliant in wisdom. I acclaim. Nanya Prihara Bhupate Hidaya Asmadye Satyam Padami Cha Bhavanaki Lankaratma Satyam Prayaksha Raghupam Nirma Nirbharame Samadidosha Hitam Guru Manasam. O Lord Raghunath, speak the truth that your esteemed self dwells in everyone's conscience, and you know everything. I don't have any other desire than to worship you. Therefore, kindly grant me your worship and let my mind remain away from the evils and other thoughts. Atulita Baladhamam Hema Shaila Bhareham Dhanojavan Krishanu Jnanina Manu Grindanyam Sakala Gunanidhanam Vanana Amadhisham Raghupati Priya Bhaktam Vataja O powerful one who is similar to the mountain of gold Simero, one who possesses glowing bodies, the fire that consumes the gigantic trees, the most brilliant among the knowledgeful, a treasure of all virtues, the master of monkeys, O Lord, Raghunath's most favorite disciple, Lord Hanuman, the son of wind, I offer my salutations to you. All right, now I'm going to sing the Chaupai, but I'm going to sing from Doha to Doha, right? And then read the explanation. Okay? This piano. What common hand front? What have to do there? What I have to do here? Something common and it's free.
No, don't worry about that. You go ahead.
We hearing you. You do what you have to do.
Okay. Jai Rama, Sri Rama, Jai Jai Rama. Sri Rama, Jai Rama, Jai Jai Rama. Jamavanta ke bachana suhaye. Suni Hanumanta daya ati gaye. जब लगी मोह परी खेहू तुम घबराई सही दुख कंदम पूरा फल खाई जब लगी आवश्यकता ही देखी होई का जो मोही हर्ष अभिषेकी यह कहीं नाई सबन ही कहूँ माता चले उभर शैया धरी रघुनाथा सेंधुम तीर कबू उधर सुंदर कौतुक पूरी चढ़े ऊंचा ऊपर बार बार रघुवीर संहारे चर के उपवन तनय बल भारे गिरि चरण दे हनुमंता चलो तो गापा चाल तुरंता जिनी अमोघ रघुपति कर बाना एहि भांति चले हनुमाना जलने फिर रघुपति दूत विचारे जय मैना कहो ही राम हारे श्री राम जय जय राम जय राम श्री राम जय जय राम हनुमान के पर साकर पुनि कीन्हा प्रणाम राम पुनि कीन्हा प्रणाम राम काजु कीन्हे बिनु मोहि कहाँ विश्राम किया पर रामचंद्र की जय हनुमान की जय Jamavant's melodious words touched the heart of Lord Hanuman. Lord said, "O brother, you endure all suffering. Eat fruits and watch my way till I come back. Watch my way till I return back. After meeting Mother Sita, I am sure that I shall attain success in my way, because my heart gladdens up with a hope of success." After saying this, Lord Hanuman bowed his head before others, and keeping Lord Ram in his heart, proceeded ahead in high spirits. There was a beautiful mountain on the seashore. Lord Hanuman climbed up in a playful mood and began to remember Lord Raghuveer again and again. Thereafter he jumped on the mountain. The mountain on which Lord Hanuman kept feet was pressed down into earth. It seemed Lord Hanuman acted as fast and quick as the Lord Ram's weapon, named Amog. Rishi considered him to be the messenger of Lord Ram and thus commanded Mainak mountain to allow him to seek rest upon it. Lord Hanuman touched his hand, saluted him, and said, Brother, how can I seek rest without completing Lord Ram's task? Sri Rama Jai Rama Jai Jai Rama Jai Rama Sri Rama Jai Jai Rama Jata Pavana Sutta Devan Hadekha Janaka Ho Bala Bodhi Visekha Dursanamai Inahatai Mata Pataina Aikahi Kehi Bata Aju Saran Surana Hamohi Dinha Ahara Sunata Bachana Kaha Pawana Kumara Rama Kaju Kare Piri Mai Awa Sita Kari Surya Prabhu Hi Sunawa Jaba Badana Paiti Ihau Ai Satya Kahau Mohi Jande Mai Kawani Hu Chatana Dei Inahi Jana Dvisa Sina Mohi Kaheu Hanumana जो जाना भरी तेहि बरनु पसारा tapi kanu ke nadu kona bestara Soraha jo jana mukha tehi chayao Surata pawana sota bhakti sabhayo Jasa jasa soesa abadanu barhawa Jasa dona kapirupa dekhawa Tata jojana kehi anana kinha Atila guru papawana sutalina Badana paiki kuni bahira awa Maga bidatahi sirunawa Mui suran hajehila dipatawa Budi bala maramuto oramai pawa Rama Jai Rama Jai Jai Rama Jai Rama Sri Rama Jai Jai Rama Sri Rama Jai Rama Jai Jai Rama Rama Kaju Saba Kariha Ho Tuma Saba Bala Budina Nidhano Rama Bala Bodhi Nidhan Asisha De Gai So Harashisha Leo Hanuman Siyavar Ramachandra Ji Jai Pavana Sutta Hanuman Ki Jai When the demigods saw Lord Hanuman, they thought of putting him into a test. In order to know about his intelligence and wisdom, therefore they sent the mother of serpents called Tulsa to take a test of him. Tulsa said to him, "Today the demigods have given me food," referring to Lord Hanuman. After listening to this, Lord Hanuman said, "Let me complete Lord Rama's task and give the information about Sita to my Lord. Then you can eat him. Then I shall enter into your mouth so that she could eat him. O mother, I tell the truth. Now kindly allow me to go." But she, however, did not allow him to go. Then Hanuman said that she should not eat him. Thereafter, she extended her mouth to cover him. Then Lord Hanuman extended his body, twice the size of her mouth. Thereafter, more she extended the size of her mouth. Lord Hanuman extended the size of his body, more than the size of her mouth. Lord Hanuman went on extending the size of the body, according to the size of her mouth. When Susa extended her mouth till 800 miles, then Lord Hanuman became too small in size. Thereafter he went inside her mouth and came back again. Then he bowed his head and told her to leave him so that he could proceed ahead to complete his task. She said, "Now I have come to know about the depth of your wisdom and power. I have accomplished the task for which I was sent by the demigod. You will complete all the tasks of Lord Ram, as you are the treasure of wisdom and power." After showering blessings upon him, she went away. Lord Hanuman proceeded ahead with high spirits. Sri Rama Jai Rama Jai Jai Rama Jai Rama Sri Rama Jai Jai Rama Nishikari Eka Sindhu Mahurahari Kari Maya Nabu Keka Gagahari Jiwa Chantu Je Gagana Urahari Jalabilo Kiti Nakai Parichahi Daha Isha Sakato Naugai Iri Sadaga Gana Charakai Tori Chalahanu Manakaha Kina Dasika Patu Kapitu Puratini China Jahi Manima Aruta Sutabia Maridi Paragayu Umati Dhira Jahan Jai Dekhi Vanasopa Kunjata Charita Madhu Loha Nanataru Palapu Ulasohai Ragamrita Branda Deki Manapai Kaila Vitala De Eki Eka Age Chaparadhai Chare Upaya Tyage Umana Kachu Kapikai Adhikai प्रभु प्रताप जो का लही खाए गिर पर चढ़े लंका यही देखे कहीं न जाए अति दुर्गति से अति आतंक जले निर्दिश हो पासा कनक कोटकर परम प्रकाशा जय राम श्री राम जय जय राम श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम. Lord Hanuman touched his hand, saluted him, and said, Brother, how can I take one? You will complete all the tasks of Lord Ram, as you are the treasure of wisdom. Sorry about that. And power. After showering blessings upon him, she went away. Lord Hanuman proceeded ahead with high spirit to see the beautiful birds and animals roaming around. Thereafter, Lord Hanuman saw a lofty mountain. He left all fears and climbed it up. Lord Shiva says to Goddess Uma, O Uma, Lord Hanuman is so powerful that none can acclaim him as his glories are unlimited. His esteemed self can even gobble up them. Therefore, Lord Hanuman climbed up the mountain and saw Lanka, the kingdom of Ravan, who had mischievously kidnapped Lord Ram's wife, Sita. There was a large fort. The fort was situated at lofty height. It was magnificent and tall. It was surrounded by the sea from all the four sides. It looked elegant with the beautiful light of gold. Kanakakoti vichat vichekhamani kritasva Sundarayatana Chaho hata hata subhata vithi charu Purabaho vidivana Gajavaji Kacharat Nikara Padacharata Barutan Hiko Anay Bahuru Paniti Chara Juta Ata Bala Sena Balanata Nahi Banay Vanavaga U Vanavatika Upasvati Sohani Nayanaga Suraganga Vakanya Rupamuni Manamohani Kahumala Deha Vita Lasela Samana Atibal Garjani Nana Akona Nana Akorena Virahi Bahu Vedhi Eka Ekan Karjahi Karijatana Bhata Kotina Vikatatana Nagara Chahuditi रक्षहि कहो महिष मानुष धेनुखर आग अजफल निशाचर गच्छहि एहि लागी तुलसी दास नाची कथा कछु एक कही रघुबीर सरतीरथ करे रही त्यागी कतिपय कही कही पूरखवारे देखी बहु कपि मन कीन विचार तो राम कपि मन कीन विचार अति लघु रूप धरो निति नगर करो पहिकार सिया पर रामचंद्र जी जय पवन सुत हनुमान की जय। This is the chant. So, there is an open door built up of gold and precious pearls. There are elegant houses built inside it. Beautiful markets, pathways, and lanes are situated inside it. The Sundarkanda was adorned in a beautiful way. There were countless elephants, horses, donkeys, ponies, and groups of giants. Their powerful army was beyond description. The forest gardens, parks, fountains, rivers, wells, and so on adorned that place. The beautiful daughters of human beings, serpents, demigods, and giants were attracting the hearts of saints. Besides this, there were statued wrestlers, roaring with thunderous sounds. They used to fight with each other and throw challenges to fight with one another. Millions of fighters with ferocious bodies guard the town from all the four directions. There are some shrewd giants who are eating buffaloes, human beings, cows, donkeys, and goats. Tulsidas believes that since this is a fierce place, because Ram would arrive here, then all the inhabitants of this place would attain salvation. After observing a large number of guards, Lord Hanuman thought of becoming small in size and to enter the town in the night. Jai Rama, Sri Rama, Jai Jai Rama. Sri Rama, Jai Rama, Jai Jai Rama. Masaka samana rupa kapidhari lang kahi chale usumi rinarahari nama lakini kani Tichari Tukaha Chalensi Mohinandani Janehi Nahi Maramu Satha Mora Mora Ahara Jaha Lagi Chora Mutika eka mahakapi han udara bamatadharani dhana Chikaha Mohichi Bikataho Hidai Kapike Mare Jabajane Sunikichara Sanghare Jatamora Atipo Nyabahuja Dekhe Unayana Ramakara Duta Rama Jai Rama Jai Jai Rama Jai Rama Sri Rama Jai Jai Rama Sri Rama Jai Rama Jai Jai Rama Shata Swarga Apabarga Sukha Dari Atulai Kaan Orama Dari Atulai Kaan Tulana Tahisa Kalamili Jo Sukalawa Satu Sangatya Ramachandra Sukajaya Pavana Sukahana Manasi. So, after observing large number of gods, Lord Hanuman thought of becoming small in size and to enter a town in the night. Lord Hanuman took the tiny form of a mosquito. He became as small in size as a mosquito, and thereafter he remembered Lord Ram, who had arrived in the world stage to play the role in the form of a man on the opening door of the Lanka. There used to dwell a female giant called Lankini. She said, "Where are you going?" without asking me, after insulting me. "Oh, fool, you don't know my secret. All the thieves are my food." Lord Hanuman gave a box to her with a result of which she fell down on the earth after doing vomiting of blood. Thereafter Lankini got up and began to plead with fear. She said, When Ravan granted a boon by Lord Brahma, when Ravan was granted a boon by Lord Brahma, then while leaving, he told us, "Who shall be the destroyer of giants? When you shall be beaten up by a monkey, then you should know that the one who shall destroy the giants has come back. O Lord, it's due to my virtuous deeds that I am able to see the messenger of Lord Ram, you with my eyes. O Lord, even if we weigh all the pleasures of heaven and salvation, yet we shall find them less than the pleasure we derive from 1 second of company of saints." Jai Rama, Sri Rama, Jai Jai Rama. Sri Rama, Jai Rama, Jai Jai Rama. Swabhiti Nagar ki jai sab kaja, Hidaya rakhi ko salapur raja. Garala sudhari pukar imitai, Gopada sindhu anala nitalai, Garura sumerure no samachahi. Rama kripa kali chittavan jai. Ati laguru pada reu Hanumana. Paithana gara tomeri Bhagavana. Mandira mandir patikai isodha deke jaha jaha agat nita jota. Gaya udasana nama diramahi. Ati vichitra kahi jata sunahi. Sayana kiye deki kapitehi. Mandira mahunadi iki vaidehi. Bhavana eka punidi kasuhawa. Hari mandira tahabe enana banawa. Rama Jai Rama Jai Jai Rama. Jai Rama Sri Rama Jai Jai Rama. Sri Rama Jai Rama Jai Jai Rama. Rama Yuddha Sita Griha Shobha Varanani Jayo Rama Shobha Varanani Jai. Navatulsika Vrindata Dekhi Harashakati Kaya Rama Chandra Jaya Pavana Sutanu Manasi. Now your esteemed self may enter inside the town and complete all your tasks, keeping Lord Ram within your heart. The one who keeps Lord Ram in his heart, for him poison becomes nectar, enemies become friends, and fire turns cool. And O Gauri Sumeru mountain appears like Rajgarh. For the one who has been blessed by Lord Ram, even for once thereafter Lord Hanuman became tiny in form and after remembering Lord Ram entered into the town. His esteemed self, Lord Hanuman, went in each and every palace and saw numerous warriors. Thereafter he went to Ravan's palace. His palace was very peculiar and beyond description. Hanumanji is referred with regard to his esteemed self, so that Ravan was lying on the bed, but Janki ji was not present there. Then he saw an elegant palace. There a temple was built for worship to Lord. The palace was marked by Lord Ram's bow and arrow, the symbol, which is beyond description. Lord Hanuman was glad to see the elegant basil plant newly planted. Sri Rama Jai Rama Jai Jai Rama. Jai Rama Sri Rama Jai Jai Rama. Lankani Charani Karani Vasa. Niha Kaha Sajana Karabasa. Manamahu Karakakara Kapilaga Jehi Sagaya Brigi Ishana Jaga Rama Rama Jehi Sumirana China Hidaya Harasha Kapi Sajana China Ehi Sanahati Kari Mau Pahichani Sadhu Tehuina Akara Jahani Viprero Padhari Vachana Sunari Sunata Vibhishanuti Jaha Ai Kari Pranama Puchiko Salai Viprakaha Nija Katha Buchai Ito Maharida Tanha Mahakoi More Jaya Pri Tiyati Hoi Ito Haramuni Ina Anuraga Ayaho Mohe Karana Varabhagi Sri Rama Jaya Jaya Rama Jaya Rama Sri Rama Jaya Jaya Rama Jab Hanuman ki nasa Rama Katha Nijana Rama Rama Katha Nijana Sunata Jubala Jana Purakaman Magana Sungiri Kunata Masina Ore Ramachan Sriki Jai Pavana Sutta Hanuman ki Jai. Lanka is the dwelling place of giants. How can righteous men live here? Thought Lord Hanuman, arguing in his mind. At the same time, Vibhishan woke up. Vibhishan remembered the name of Lord Ram. Lord Hanuman came to realize that he was a good-natured person. Vibhishan was the brother of Ravan, but Vibhishan was good, while Ravan was evil. Lord Hanuman was glad to see a good-natured person among the evil men. Lord Hanuman thought that it was better that he himself should give him introduction because Vibhishan was a saint and a true saint is helpful in the completion of the task. He is never harmful. After taking the form of a Brahmin, an upper caste person, Lord Hanuman called him up. After listening to him, esteemed Vibhishan came there towards him. He saluted him and asked him to tell him his story. What did he want, and for what purpose has he come and gone? Vibhishan asked, Are you one of the disciples of God? Because after seeing you, my heart is overflowing with abundant love. Are you Lord Ram, who loved the humble people? You have arrived here to make me fortunate. Thereafter, Lord Hanuman narrated the entire story of Lord Ram and told his own name to Vibhishan. After listening to it, the bodies of both of them had hairs standing on an end. After remembering the glories of Lord Ram, the minds of both of them were enveloped with love and pleasure divine. Sri Rama Jai Rama Jai Jai Rama Jai Rama, Sri Rama, Jai Jai Rama. सुना हो पवन सुत रहनी हमारे जिमि दसन है महु जीव बिचारे चाटक बहु ही जाने अनाथा हरि कृपा अनुकूल नाथ राम सतनु कुछ राम सतनु कछु साधन नहीं प्रीति न पद रोज मन माही अब मोहि भाव रोष मनता बिनु हरि कृपा में लही नहीं संता जौ रघुबीरानो ग्रह कीन्हा जो तुम मोहि दरसु हठ दीन्हा सुनहु विभीषण प्रभु प्रीति करहि सदा से वक पर प्रीति कहु कवन मैं परम कुलीना कपीच सबहि विधिहीना राधले जो नाम हमारा तिनि दिन ताहिन मिलया श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम जय राम श्री राम जय जय राम असमय अधम सखा सुनो मोहि पर रघुगे तो राम मोह पर रघुगे नहीं कृपा सुमेरी भरे विलोचन नीरसिया रामचंद्र जी की जय पवन सतहनु मान की जय. Thereafter, Lord Hanuman narrates the entire story of Lord Ram and told his own name to Vibhishan. After listening to it, the bodies of both of them had tears standing on an end. After remembering the glories of Lord Ram, the minds of both of them were enveloped with love and pleasure. Vibhishan said, "O Pavanaputra, listen to my story. I remain here in the same way as the tongue remains between the teeth. O Lord, will Lord Ram bless me, considering me orphan? I possess the body of a giant, which is useless and does not have any resources. Neither I have abundant love for the lotus feet of Ramchandra, stays out of humanity. But, O Lord Hanuman, now I have faith that Lord Ram has blessed me, because we don't get to meet saints without the blessing of Lord. Since Lord Raghuveer has blessed me, therefore you have visited here to give your vision." Lord Hanuman said, "O respected Vibhishan, listen please. This is the disciple of Lord Ram, that he loves his devotee. Tell me, how do I belong to the upper caste? I am a naughty monkey and is of low caste. Whosoever takes our name in the morning, that day they don't tend to get even food to eat. Oh friends, listen, I belong to Lokas, but Lord Ram has showered blessings on me. After remembering God, Lord Hanuman's eyes were filled up with tears. Sri Rama Jai Rama Jai Jai Rama Jai Rama Sri Rama Jai Jai Rama Jana Chahu Asa Swami Vitare Virahi Teka Kena Hohi Dukhare Bethi Kahatara Amaguna Grama Pawa Anirva Chaya Vikrama Puni Sabakatha Vibhishana Kari Yehi Vidhi Janaka Sutta Taharahi जब हनुमंत कहा सोनु भ्राता देखी चाह आनकी माता युवती विभीषण सकल सुनाई चले उपवन सुत बीड़ा कराई करी सोई पगयौ पुनित हवा वना अशोक सीता रह जहवा देखी मन एक बहु प्रणामा बैठे ही बीती जातन से जामा सतनु से सजाता एक दीनी कपि जय रघुपति गुण श्रेणी श्री राम जय जय राम श्री राम जय जय राम निज पद नयन दीवन राम पद कमलाए इनो राम मन राम पद कमलाए परम दुखी भा पवन सत देखी जानकी दीन सिया रामचंद्र जी की जय पवन सुत हनुमान की जय Oh friend, listen, I belong to no caste, but Lord Ram has showered blessings on me. After remembering God, Lord Hanuman's eyes were filled up with tears. Who knowingly realize the powers of Lord Ram, forget Lord Ram, and grope in the darkness of ignorance, are too much attached with materialistic way of life. Why they shall not breathe? This way they attain supreme peace by remembering Lord Ram. Thereafter Vibhishan narrated the entire story of Janki, how she lived there. Thereafter Lord Hanuman said, "Oh brother, listen, I want to see Mother Janki." Vibhishan told all his tricks to meet Mother Janki. Thereafter, Lord Hanuman took leave. Thereafter, he came back to his original form and went to Ashok forest where Sita dwelt. After observing Sita, Lord Hanuman offered salutations to her in his mind. Sita keeps sitting continuously without taking a nap at night. Her body has become weak and there is a flat tied on her head. In her heart of hearts keeps on remembering the virtues of Lord Ram. Mother Janki has kept the eyes on her feet and her mind is engrossed beneath the lotus feet of Lord Ram. After observing Mother Janki in such a sad state of mind, Lord Hanuman became extremely sad. Sri Rama Jai Rama Jai Jai Rama Jai Rama Sri Rama Jai Jai Rama Sarvamahu Rahana Kuai Karai Vichara Karao Sabhai Ini Avasara Ravanu Taha Awa Sangana Gaya Bahu Binawa Bahu Pidhi Kalasi Ikahi Samujawa Ramadasa Bhaya Yeda Dekhawa Saharavanu Sono Sumik Sumukhi Sayani Mandodari Adi Samarani Jaba Anuchari Kara Upana Mora Ekabara Bi Loku Mama Ora Ninadhari Ota Kahati Vaidehi Sumeri Awadhapati Paramasani Sunu Dasamukha Kadho Prakasa Sabahu Kiniri Sabahu Kinalini Karai Vikarasa Asamana Samojoka Hati Janaki Kalasuti Nahi Raghuvi Banaki Tatha Sune Hari Ane Himo Adhamani Lanjana Nahi Tohi Jai Rama Sri Rama Jai Jai Rama Sri Rama Jai Rama Jai Jai Rama Jai Rama Sri Rama Jai Jai Rama Apuni Suni Sadhu Jasam Rama Nibhanu Sama No Rama Rama Nibhanu Saman Varshabhachana Soni Kahi Atibola Atikita Ya Bhavana Chanda Pam Mother Janki has kept the eyes on her feet and her mind is engrossed beneath the lotus feet of Lord Ram. After observing Mother Janki in such a sad state of mind, Lord Hanuman became extremely sad. Lord Hanuman hid himself behind the bushes of the tree and thought, "Oh brother, what should I do? How should I eliminate her grief?" In the meanwhile, Ravana came adorned with elegant dresses along with many maidens. That shrewd person tried to pacify Sita to marry her. He tried to show fear and win over her through many ways. Ravan said, "O wise one, listen. I shall make all the queens, including Mandodari, I shall make all the queens your slaves. This is my promise. You should at least put a glance on me." Mother Janki remembered Ram, whom she loved dearly, and thereafter she said to Ravan, hiding herself in a tree, "O dust smoke, listen. Can a small lotus bloom with the light of a glowworm?" Janki again said, "You must realize your folly in mind. O shrewd person, you don't have the information about the arrow of Ravi. O sinner, don't you have shame for your shameless action?" After listening that he was similar to Glowworm and Lord Ram was similar to the sun, and hearing the rude words of Goddess Sita, Ravan took out his sword in anger and said, "Rama Jai Rama Jai Jai Rama Jai Rama Sri Rama Jai Jai Rama Sita Te Mama Kreta Apamana Sati Shavasira Kripana Nahita Sapadimano Mama Bani Yumaki Hosina Jaji Wanahani Niyamama Saro Jada Asa Samasundar Prabhu Boja Karikara Samadasa Khanda Tu Bojakan Taki Dawa Asi Gora Uno Sata Asa Prawana Panamora Chandrahasa Haru Mama Paritapam Raghupati Vidahana Sanjatam Itani Petravaha Sibaradhara Sahasita Haru Mama Dukhavara Sunata Bachana Poni Marana Dhava Maya Pranaya Kahini Iti Bujhawa Yahi Sita Kalaniti Charani Bulai Sita Hi Bahu Vidhi Chasa Hujaya Masa Diwasa Mahu Kahana Mana Chau Mai Marami Kahi Kripana Shri Rama Jai Rama Jai Jai Rama Jai Rama Sri Rama Jai Jai Rama Jai Rama Sri Rama Jai Jai Rama Bhavana Gayuga Sathanga Iha Pisachani Vendu Rama Iha Pisachani Vendu Icha Icha Sadekhavai Dharani Bhagavan Sakya Ramachandra Jai Pamana Pujana Manasi Jai Rama Sri Rama Jai Jai Rama Sri Rama Jai Rama Jai Jai Rama Srijata Nama Raja Sika Ramacharana Ratini Puna Vidika Sabana Homoi Sunaiti Sapana Sikahi Seikarama Sapana Sapane Banaralang Sajani Jatuhanase Inasabama Arunagana Dasasita Mandita Sirasan Dita Bhujavita Vihi Vidhi Sudachana Edisi Jai Lankamana Hobi Vibhishana Pai Nagara Piri Raghupi Radohai Jaba Prabhu Sita Boli Patai Yaha Sapana Mai Kaha Upukari Holy Satya Gaye Dinachani Jasu Bachana Sunike Sabadhani Tanakara Sutta Kecharana Gitwa Srijata Sana Boli Karajo Matupi Pati Sangini Kaino Jajau Deha Kadu Dehiya Pai Sahi Birawa Nahi Sahi Jai Anika Characho Chita Banai Matu Anala Poni Dehi Lagai Sasya Karahi Mama Pri Isayani Unai Kusawana Sula Samabani Sunata Vachana Padagahi Samuchaiti Prabhupa Chapa Bala Sunaiti Nisina Anala Mela Sono Sukumari Asakahi Soneja Bhavana Sidhani Samasita Vidha Pati Pura Mila Milihina Pavaka Nitihina Sumha Dekhiyata Pragata Gagana Angara Awanina Awata Ekantara Pawakamai Swami Savatana Agi Manahu Mohija Anihata Bhagi Tunahim Vinaya Mama Bita Pasuka Satyanama Karo Karo Mama Soka Nutana Kisalaya Anarasamana Dehi Agni Jani Karahi Nidana Dehi Parama Viraha Kulasita Uchana Kapahi Kalapasamavidya Rama Jaya Jaya Rama Jai Rama Sri Rama Jaya Jaya Rama Kapikari Hridaya Vicharadina Mondika Darita Borama Modika Darita Janvasoka Angadina Harashiotikaya Vanishiyava Ramachandra Jaya Pranati Sukhanuman Ravana proceeded ahead to his house. There the female giants tried to frighten off Sita by taking many forms. There was a female giant called Sujata. She had pure love for Lord Ram's lotus feet, and she was excellent in wisdom. She explained about an auspicious dream to her companions and told them to look after Sita for their own welfare. In the dream, I saw that a monkey has burnt the entire Lanka. The entire army of the giants was destroyed. Ravan was nude and was riding a donkey. His head was bent, and all the 20 arms were eliminated. This way he is proceeding towards Yampu, and it seems that Vibhishan is the lord of Lanka. Ram emerges victorious and falls up to Sita. I saw with full determination that this dream shall be true within 4 some days. After listening to her, all the female giants got scared and bent down on Janki's feet. Thereafter they went here and there went away. Sita thought in her mind that after 1 month the giant Ravan would kill her. Sita folded her hands as a mark of respect and said, "O mother, you are the friend of my crisis. Please do tell me a trick through which I can leave my body. I can't bear the unbearable separation from him, my husband. Please light up the fire and grant me the punishment. O wise one, let my truthful love become triumphant. Who can listen to Ravan's cruel speech that gives one distress?" Sita said in her mind, "What should I do? Destiny hasn't favored me. Neither the fire shall be available nor the pain shall subside. Saying this, she went in her place. Sita said in her mind, "What should I do? Destiny hasn't favored me. Neither the fire shall be available, nor the pain shall subside. There are so many stars in the sky, but none of them descend on the place. The moon contains the fire element, but it also does not drop fire on the earth. O Ashoka tree, please listen to my prayer. Please eliminate my suffering and keep your name true. Make this name flying high. Your new soft leaves are similar to fire. Kindly give me fire. Don't let the disease of separation linger on beyond limits. Thereafter, Lord Hanuman threw a ring before esteemed Sita. Sita took the ring with great joy. Aki Chaukaya. Jai Rama, Sri Rama, Jai Jai Rama. Sri Rama, Jai Rama, Jai Jai Rama. जब देखी मुद्रिका मनोहर राम नाम कितना अति सुंदर चकित चितवा मोद से पहचाने हर्ष विषाद हृदय अकुलाने जीति को संकई अजय रघुराई माया ते अति रचि नहीं जाई सीता मन विचार कर नाना मधुर वचन बोले हनुमान रामचंद्र गुण बरनय लागा सुनत ही सीता कर दुख भागा लागी सुनय श्रवण मन लाई आदि होते सब कथा सुनाई श्रवण मत जही कथा सुहाई कहीं तो प्रगट होती के न भाई जब हनुमंत कथा चली गया फिर बैठी मन विषमय भय राम दूत तो जानकी सत्य सपथ करो निधान की यह मुद्रिका मातु पर आनी दीन ही राम तुम मही जानी नर ही संग कहु कैसे सही कथा भई संगति जैसे श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम जय राम श्री राम जय जय राम श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम कपि के वचन सप्रेम सही उपज मन विश्वास राम उपज विश्वास उपज मन विश्वास Jnana Manakrama Vachanaya Kripasi Mukhanajasatiya Ramachandra Chikitai Pavanasutana Manasi. Thereafter they went here and there, went away. Sita thought in her mind that after 1 month the giant Ravan would kill her. Sita folded her hands as a mark of respect and said, "Oh mother, you are the friend of my crisis. Please do tell me a trick through which I can leave my body. I can't bear the unbearable separations from my husband. Please light up the fire of fire and grant me the punishment, O wise one. Let my truthful love become triumphant. Who can listen to Ravan's cruel speech that is wondrous?" Sita said in her mind, "What should I do? Destiny hasn't favored me. Neither the fire shall be available nor the pain shall subside." Saying this, she went in her place. Sita said in her mind, "What should I do? Destiny hasn't favored me. Neither the fire shall be available nor the pain shall subside. There are so many stars in the sky, but none of them descend down. The moon contains the fire element, but it also does not drop fire on the earth. O Ashoka tree, please listen to my prayers. Please eliminate my sufferings and keep your name true. Make the name flying high. Your new soft leaves are similar to fire. Kindly give me fire. Don't let the disease of separation linger." Thereafter, Lord Hanuman threw a ring before esteemed Sita. Thereafter, she saw the name of Ram on the elegant ring. After recognizing the ring, esteemed Sita became glad and began to gaze at it with surprise. She began to ponder, "Lord Raghunath is always victorious. Who can gain victory over him? And none can make such a ring with materialistic material." Esteemed Sita was pondering about various matters. At the same time, Lord Hanuman said, his esteemed self began to describe about Lord Ram's virtues. After listening to them, Sita's all sorrow subsided. She began to listen it with rapt attention. Lord Hanuman told the entire story to esteemed Sita. Sita said, "O brother, after speaking this elegant speech that appears so melodious to my ears, why don't that person appear before me?" Then Lord Hanuman appeared before Mother Sita. Sita was astonished after watching him. "O Mother Janki, I am the messenger of Lord Ram. I take a true oath before the Lord of compassion. O Mother, myself brought this ring. Lord Ram has sent this as a mark of love to you." Sita asked, "How was the meeting arranged between the monkeys and humble beings?" Thereafter, Lord Hanuman narrated the entire story about how he came to meet Lord Ram. After listening to Lord Hanuman, Sita gained faith in Hanuman. She realized that Lord Hanuman was the slave of Lord Ram from mind, deed, and speech. Lord Ram is here referred as the ocean of compassion. Jai Rama, Sri Rama, Jai Jai Rama. Sri Rama, Jai Rama, Jai Jai Rama. Hari Jana Jani Priti Ati Gani. Sajalanayana Puraka Awali Bani. Tata Viraha Jaladye Hanumana. Ayahu Jatamo Kahu Jalajana. Abakahu Salaja Ubila Balihari. Anuja Sahita Sukha Bhavana Karari. Kumala Chitakri Pala Raghurai. Tapi kehi tudari ini turai. Sahajabada Sahajabani Sewaka Sukadayaka. Sabahuka surati kalatara gunayaka. Sabahunayana manasi kicalatata. Oi hani naraki yamidukata. Vacanuna avanayana bare bari. Ahanataha nipata bisari. Dekhi parama biraha kula sita. Bola kapi mridu vachana vinita. Matu kusala Prabhu anuja sameta. Dabadukha duki sukripani teketa. Jani janani ma naho jauna. Tumate prema rama ke guna. Jai Rama, Sri Rama, Jai Jai Rama. Sri Rama, Jai Rama, Jai Jai Rama. Jai Rama, Sri Rama, Jai Jai Rama. Raghupati Karas Pandeswam Sunu Janani Dharini Rama Sunu Janani Dharini Asakani Kapi Gada Gada Bhayo Bhare Viru Janani Asya Pati Rama Chandra Diki Jai Pavana Sutta Hanuman Ki Jai Ya Pati Rama Chandra Diki Jai Mahadi Jai Pavana Sutta Hanuman Ki Thereafter she saw name of Ram on the elegant ring. After recognizing the ring, esteemed Peter became glad and began to gaze at it with surprise. She began to ponder, Lord Raghunath is always victorious. Who can gain victory over him? And none can make such a ring with materialistic material. Esteemed Peter was pondering about various matters. At the same time, Lord Hanuman said, his esteemed self began to describe about Lord Ram's virtues. After listening to them, Peter's all sorrows subsided. She began to listen it with rapt attention. Lord Hanuman told the entire story to her. Peter said, "Oh, brother, after speaking this elegant speech that appears so melodious to my ears, why don't that person appear before me?" Then Lord Hanuman appeared before Mother Sita. Sita was astonished after watching him. "O Mother Janki, I am the messenger of Lord Ram. I take true oath before the Lord of compassion. O Mother, myself have brought this ring. Lord Ram has sent this as a mark of love to you." Sita asked, how was the meeting arranged between the monkeys and human beings? Thereafter, Lord Hanuman narrated the entire story about how he came to meet Lord Ram. After listening to Hanuman, Sita gained faith in Hanuman. She realized that Lord Hanuman was the slave of Lord Ram. From mind, deed, and speech, Lord Ram is here, referred as the ocean of compassion. After realizing that Lord Hanuman was the disciple of Lord Ram, she developed deep love for him. Ocean of loving tears flowed from her eyes, and her entire body was enveloped with pure love, spiritual. Sita said, "O Hanuman, you are the ship of the ocean of suffering, into which I had been drowned. I am abundantly pleased. Now please tell me whether Lord Ram and Lord Lakshman are in good spirits and health." Lord Ram is of soft heart and benevolent. Then, O Hanuman, why did he become cruel to me? It is his natural desire to give happiness to his disciples. Does he ever remember me too, O brother? Will my eyes be able to observe his delicate body parts? She was not able to speak a word from the mouth, and tears flowed from the eyes. She said in a sad state of mind, "O Lord, you have forgotten me." After observing Sita in such a pathetic condition due to separation of Lord Ram, Lord Hanuman said these soft words, "O Mother, Lord Ram, the abode of elegant blessings, is hale and hearty along with Lakshman, but he is sad due to your suffering. O Mother, don't feel guilty of anything. Lord Ram has abundant love for you." O Mother, now please patiently listen to the message of Lord Ram. After saying this, Lord Hanuman overcame with abundant love for Ram, and his eyes were filled with tears. Okay, and up to there we reach. That's the last Doha. Finish
Do
now?
your
Yeah,
prayers
that's
and close one time, Nan,
Uh,
and then we go talk.
okay, fine. Mantrahinam kriyahinam bhaktihinam janadhanam yatputikam maya deva paripurnam tadastumi. Om asato ma sadgamaya tamaso ma jyotirgamaya mrityurma Twameva Mata च पिता त्वमेव त्वमेव बन्धो च सखा त्वमेव त्वमेव विद्या द्रविणं त्वमेव त्वमेव सर्वं मम देव शान्ति शान्ति शान्ति.
That was nice. That was